How's it going, everybody? My name is B, and welcome back to Your Altcoins. Today, we're going to take a look at the market. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin's recent plunge and what that's doing to other coins. We're going to take a look at some of the news circulating the web right now regarding cryptocurrency. And I'm going to show you a really interesting video that you may want to sit down and watch on your own time if you're interested in how some governments around the world are treating cryptocurrency. All of that coming up. Let's start by taking a look at the crypto market. Market cap of 452 billion, which is about 50 billion down from yesterday. It's amazing at how fast things can fluctuate. Bitcoin dominance up to 39%. Not something we take a look at very often, but it is relevant right now. Bitcoin dominance was as low as, what is it right here? 33%. It was closing in on a 25% level of dominance, but has been recently peaked up. Now, it's nowhere near where it once was back in 2014, 2015, 2016, even 2017 early. Bitcoin was 87% of the market. The yellow line, that white line, is your altcoin line. And as you can see, it's been trending up and trending up. And the blue line is Ethereum. Look how close it came to Ethereum and Bitcoin switching. Insane. Everything compared to the US dollar is down right now. Everything. Pretty much everything. Digix DAO is not in the past 24 hours. It is up. But for the most part, everything is down compared to the US dollar. And if we were to compare that to Bitcoin, which I find more interesting, let's see what that has for us. Few things up a little bit in the past hour compared to Bitcoin. Few things up a fair bit compared to Bitcoin. Cardano's up 5%. Monero is up 7%. Zcash up 7%, Nano up 8%. That used to be Rayblox. So there are some things that are trading successfully against Bitcoin, but for the most part, there's a lot of red here. Digix DAO is 28%. That's very interesting. I did a little bit of research into what Digix DAO is. It has to do with gold and the gold bar, which is very, very fascinating. So for the most part, not a very good day in crypto. Things seem to be down, but then again, when you lose $50 billion in the market, that's what happens. Let's start by taking a look at Bitcoin. Here we are on the day candles, and as we can see, it has come back down. We were as high. Let me circle it for you. Bitcoin was as high. Oh, come on, circle tool. You have one job. Right here, right? It reached about, what is that? $11,788, and it's a quick descent from there. You can tell by that very high, tall wick there. Let me just turn off auto and zoom in and then increase the scale so we can all see very clearly. This wick right here, clear indication that the bears, the people trying to short Bitcoin, were not confident in this price. And the bulls tried to push the price up to here, but then the bears were like, nah, bro, we're going straight down like that. That was yesterday. Today, the bears are winning. People who want to short Bitcoin for a profit. Bears are winning, pushing the price all the way down as of right now to where are we right now? We got as low as about 10,256. We are currently at 10,394. I did mention in yesterday's video the possibility of a bearish scenario of what could happen. We could reach a level of resistance. We talked about all of this price action right here acting as a level of resistance in Bitcoin, as you can see by right here. And I've mentioned that if it cannot break this resistance, it tried to here, came back down. Tried to these couple days, is coming back down. If it continues to fail over and over, we may see a bearish scenario where we retrace out of here down to a lower price point. Let's take a look at this on a different time scale and see if we can get a better picture of what's happening here. So here we are looking at Bitcoin on the 30-minute scale. And you can see in 1/2 hour what happened right here. Bitcoin, it got up to the 11,700 range, and then Bitcoin was like, nah, brah, we're going straight down. So that's 1/2 hour, 2, 3, 4. In 2 hours, it dropped. What is that total price? About $1,000 in 2 hours. That's a big old drop for Bitcoin. So is this that retracement we mentioned from? Here's the low right over here, right down here with all this volume. This is that $6,000 low we saw Bitcoin reach right over here. And we seem to be retracing out of there. But then again, we have had similar drops before right here, right? That's a pretty similar drop. What about this drop? Somewhat similar. So is this nothing more than a bit of a correction before we continue to go up? Or is this a more serious correction where we come down? Let's use a little bit of Fibonacci and see how far this may potentially retrace. Let's turn off auto, adjust the scale a bit so I can see what's going on. I'm going to turn off the volume. I'm going to turn off all these little indicators right now. Turn off the Bollinger Band, turn off the volume. Let's just go straight down to the candles so we can see everything nice and clear. So here's that $6,000 range it got down to. If this is our current high and we're going to retrace from there for entering a retracement period, Again, we're looking at half-hour candles. This is stretching from the 6th to the 22nd. So like maybe a dozen days, maybe 16 days or so, a couple weeks. So if we were to retrace from that low to that high, interesting. Look at what I'm noticing right now, looking at this. Noticing this little chop action going on right here along this level of resistance, the 236. This is a 24% retracement from here, 24%. So what are we going to see? Are we going to see Bitcoin retrace the 50? It's a very common retracement level. The 50 and anywhere between this one, and then definitely the golden pocket are very common retracement levels for coins, for currency, for stocks, for all sorts of things. So if we see Bitcoin retrace the 50, consolidate, and then go back up, you're looking at about an $8,800 Bitcoin. Absolutely possible to see that again. If it wants to go down to the golden pocket, which is about a 62 to a 65% retracement, you're looking at that 8,000 range. And considering that the bottom of the golden pocket lines up perfectly with 8,000 flat, circular, a nice big fat round number, that's a very interesting level to me. This is the $8,000 level right here, lining up with the 65% retracement. Something you might want to keep in mind. So what is Bitcoin going to do from here? No idea. Absolutely no idea. I'm showing you the possibilities. It could just go into a very similarly shaped retracement from like here and from like here and do that again and then go back up. That's possible. It could go from this position and come down and bounce off the 50. It could bounce off a golden ratio. Who knows? We're going to wait and see. Would I suggest shorting Bitcoin right now? I don't know. I'm not convinced that I would want to short Bitcoin and, borrow some Bitcoin and then buy it back here and then sell the difference. No, how shorting works. I'm not sure if I would personally do that, but that's what Bitcoin is doing right now. What about the rest of the market? What's happening there? If we take a look, some things are performing very, very well. Altcoin. Remember that Altcoin thing? It's performing very, very well. It is up 16% so far today from its low. But then again, there's Altcoin right now. That's 16%. It's amazing, guys. It's amazing. That 60% is right here. Right down here. That's 16% growth. Compared to this, compared to all of this, it's amazing how you can have a 16% return on investment in like a day, and yet it's equivalent of nothing in comparison to what it has done since, maybe a couple weeks ago. The beauty of cryptocurrency is the amount it can grow and the amount it can sink. What else is performing very well right now? Currently, DGD, there's that DGD thing right here. Here is the low. Where's that profit right there? Just want to take a look at it. Where's my thingies? Profit from the low to the high. That's 56%, guys. From there to there is 56%, 57%. Insane. What else is going on? ENG, Enigma's up 5%. GVT. I can't remember what GVT is. It is up 13%. So some things are performing well against Bitcoin right this second. Nano, XRB, I was considering getting in on this. I liked Ray blocks. Nano, from here to here, you're looking at 16%. Insane. Now, my current investment, I mentioned you guys, I love Simple Token. I love the concept behind Simple Token. My current investment is down from where I wanted to get in. I got in right here at 25.25. I spent $1,000 in on Simple Token. I have a 25.25 range. That way, I liked it because I think I could get, exactly 3,500 Simple Token. I like that from an investment standpoint. I liked how low it has retraced. Watch, let me switch this to the day and auto back on. All right, never mind. Don't turn auto back on. Just work it. I like how far it has retraced, which is awesome. Uh-oh. I moved something I wasn't supposed to move. Oh, what did I just do? Oh, I turned off all the indicators. Oh, it's amazing. Oh, I just learned a cool new button. So here we go. Simple Token. Started down here. This is when it hit Binance, and as every coin hits Binance, it goes, oh my God, amazing, and then it dies. So here's its low. There's the high, and then that's where we are now. I thought this was a great level of retracement to get into. I mentioned in yesterday's video why I got in at this point. Here is the algorithm line right here, going from swing high to swing low. It has dropped below the 786 retracement level, which if it goes down to here, if it goes down to a 100% retracement, we have a big, big problem, bigger problem than anything else. So I thought, great time to get in. And it still may be a fantastic time to get in, right? Still may be an amazing time to get in on this coin. It can go up from here. Sure, it's not quote unquote the bottom. And sure, I may have been better served to wait for the breakout. But I thought using my technical analysis, this was a good time to get in on Simple Token. And I'm going to stand by that. I plan on selling Simple Token when it gets up to this range here, the 5,900. I have an alarm set at 5,900. Bam. I'm going to be selling out of 50%. No, not 50%. I'm selling 1,500 Simple Tokens at this range, keeping 2,000 of them. 2,000 is the free money I've earned. The 1,500 is actually the Bitcoin amount I invested. So at this level, sell 1,500 Simple Tokens, taking out my original Bitcoin investment, and that'll be investing that elsewhere and leaving the rest of it to ride up and down. And the beautiful thing about Simple Token is the market cap on this thing, it's only 80 million. Only 80 million. It's not even 800 million. It's not even 8 billion. It's only 80 million. Why I'm interested in it. I love the project and it has plenty of room to grow. Now, when will that growing happen? Great question. When will our next altcoin summer happen? When everybody gets super bored of Bitcoin because Bitcoin's kind of normaled out and Bitcoin's kind of levels out, and then everyone's like, man, there's no money to be made here. Let's look elsewhere to make our profits. And when that happens and other people see people investing in altcoins and altcoins start to rise, it starts what we call our altcoin summer, which means altcoins go up like crazy. When is that? Who knows? Probably not anytime soon because Bitcoin has some work to do, some growing to do. So there are good investments to be made right now if you're a trader, whether that's a swing trader, a day trader, or an investor. There are good things to invest in. Cardano. Remember Cardano? I talked about how I loved it. Remember how I mentioned it's approaching the algo target? I keep forgetting what to call that. It's approaching the algo target. And in terms of its retracement, let's just pull up the Fibonacci retracement. I love Cardano. I love the team. I love the project. I want in on this. It has retraced. Bam. Already past the golden pocket. There's that golden pocket for the retracement. Let's zoom in so you can see it very clearly. Here's the golden pocket for retracement. I'll circle it for you. Cardano's already gone past that. It's gotten to here, and it seems to be trending up so far. This is a daily candle. It seems to be trending up. So if Cardano is on your radar, if it comes, okay, you want some confirmation? If you get green candle today, green candle tomorrow, green candle next day, and it comes out of the 618 zone, I think that might be your signal to buy. Again, I'm not a professional financial advisor. I'm just telling you my opinions. Take it with a grain of salt because we have seen that happen before. For example, right? Look at that reversal candle right here, followed by a thick green candle, followed by a thick green candle. So maybe the people thought that was the time to reverse. You never know. So let's continue on to some crypto news. Here is one of the really big pieces of crypto news. Coinbase and Bitfinex integrate Bitcoin scaling upgrade SegWit. What SegWit is another layer over top of Bitcoin that is going to enable Bitcoin to be traded faster, transaction times go faster, which means transaction times are cheaper. And Coinbase is going to have SegWit 100% launched by mid next week. So for those of you that want to buy Bitcoin on Coinbase and want to trade it directly as opposed to buying Litecoin, trading it, turning it into Bitcoin like I do, this may be a fantastic bonus for you. So this means buying directly into Bitcoin and then trading directly into Bitcoin with much lower fees and faster transaction times. Absolutely massive. This is a huge piece of news. This may not be the Lightning Network, which is still in development, but this is another beautiful step up in terms of Bitcoin's efficiency that's going to help legitimize it as a cryptocurrency, as a currency moving forward globally. Another piece of news, which many of you may have seen, and I'm going to give my own 2 cents on it, is Venezuela launching their own national cryptocurrency backed by oil. I don't know how I feel about this. Cryptocurrency, the beauty of cryptocurrency is this decentralized system, right? That's one of the beauties of it. The one thing that gives me a giant red flag is this. So 8.2 million petros already available for purchase of fiat, okay? Although not with Venezuelan bolivars. And as far as I remember, that is the Venezuelan currency. The government intends to attract foreign investors from other countries to buy their quote-unquote national cryptocurrency. So you can't buy your own country's national cryptocurrency with your own country's currency, and your own country is trying to entice other countries to invest in it. Do you understand how sketchy that sounds? From my perspective, from our perspective? So in order to buy and trade in this crypto, investors need to download a digital petro wallet developed by the Venezuelan government. So you have to trust a wallet to store. You have to buy government-issued crypto that the government won't let people pay with the government's country money. and then store it in a wallet developed by that government and trust that that government's not going to scam you. Does anyone else get the red flags flying through the sky right now? Because this is freaking me out. I would not touch this. I don't even want to look at this. I don't even want to think about this. This is terrible in my eyes. The catastrophic drop in the value of the bolivar made the country's government search for alternative ways to save the economy from a meltdown. Please, other countries, invest in this crypto we developed and store it in our own wallets we developed because our economy is dying. Guys, don't go near this. Stay far, far away from this. And when any other country in the world, whether it's your own country or someone else's country, develops their own crypto, keep what we're learning here in mind. Keep these things that we're talking about here in mind if you ever consider investing in either a bank's cryptocurrency, a country's cryptocurrency, etc. If you can't store that crypto on a wallet that you enjoy and you trust, like a Ledger Nano S I'm holding in my hand right now, if you have to store it on a wallet designed by that bank or by that country, sketchy. Sketchy, 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 sketchy. Freaks me out. Do not want to go near it. In some good news, lawmakers are renewing calls for the US to lead on crypto innovation. So this is going to tie into my next and last point, in that I've been watching videos, recordings of senates sitting down and financial councils sitting down, official ones, legal ones, government ones sitting down and talking to people who are involved in Bitcoin, who are knowledgeable on Bitcoin and things like that, and trying to decide how to legislate and how to regulate cryptocurrencies. This one has to do with the States. I know I have a very large US audience who I'm speaking to. As everyone knows, I'm Canadian. So this is a very encouraging sign that lawmakers are trying to encourage the government, encourage your legal process to allow crypto to innovate and to let the US be on the forefront of that innovation. We can only imagine the kinds of jobs and the kinds of opportunities that this new technology is going to allow people. Just like any country that got in early on the development of the internet benefited very greatly from that. Any country that allows the flourishing of blockchain technology and cryptocurrency is going to have a technical and a very literal, a very real advantage in the globe. So seeing that people are encouraging the US Senate and the US government to not legislate it too hard and to allow it to grow and flourish, that is a very, very beautiful sign for American investors. And this ties in very beautifully to my last point I want to talk about. This is right here. I will have a link to this video in the description down below. It is not my video. I found it online. And to be honest, I do not even believe it is this person's video. I believe he has uploaded it on his channel. It is Andreas Antonopoulos speaking to the Senate of Canada, to their financial board, their board of banks and board of finance and stuff in Canada. So this is a big deal. And it's about an hour and a half, 2 hours long. And he's sitting there explaining to all these people what Bitcoin is, what blockchain is, how blockchain works, the uses of it. And he's trying to defend, this is back in 2014, by the way, he's trying to defend blockchain mechanics and cryptocurrency and Bitcoin to all of these older Senate people and explain to them that if you regulate this too strongly, you're going to squash it before it can get off the ground. If you legislate and regulate this way too strongly, and if you treat it like a bank or like any other financial system, you're going to squash it before it gets off the ground. And I feel that he does a fantastic job swaying the minds of many of the senators here in this hearing. If this is something you might want to be interested in, it gives you a perspective on how governments are looking at Bitcoin and how Bitcoin can be explained to all these people. It's a very fascinating read. I'm not into politics and stuff, but I was like sitting there, my chin on my hands, my elbows on my desk, just watching intently because it was absolutely fascinating to watch this process. Link in the description down below to this video. I have it timestamped at this moment, 6 minutes, 21 seconds. Check it out. Again, I don't know who this YouTuber is, Crypto365. I don't believe he owns the rights to this video, but this is the only place I can find this video, and I want you guys to listen to it, to watch it. It's very, very useful. Do what I do. Throw it on 2x speed. It's still very legible, unless you can't. Maybe switch it down to 1.5 speed. I listen to everything on 2x speed because I don't have time for anything. So I very, very good video, guys. You'll like this a lot. That is everything I have for you today. Thank you very much for watching. If you guys found value in this video, share it with a friend so they can find some value as well. And if you're still here and you liked what you saw, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification icon so that you get my videos every single day. And as always, thank you very much for watching.